Hello, this is my uncle. His name is Stephen.
Good morning or afternoon.
Alright, so will you please tell us about your job?
My job, I like to call it a paid vacation because I get to go fishing. Only thing is I have to stay fishing for several weeks and months.
Okay.
It's commercial fishing.
Okay, so you're a fisherman. Where do you go fishing?
In Alaska we fish for halibut and blackcod, sablefish on the continental shelf.
Okay. So how long do you stay on the boat at one time?
4 days to 7 days, but we can't keep our fish for longer than 6 days.
Okay, so you have to go back to the land and put the fish somewhere cold.
And yes, and when I started fishing, there were Japanese boats were also fishing in the same waters just prior to that in the middle of 1970s.
Okay, so now there aren't Japanese boats there?
No, but we do get help from people who are technicians for salmon eggs, but that's another story.
Oh, okay. All right, well, is there something else you wanted to say about those boats?
That's right. I wanted to say when we were catching our fish, we would also catch some of the fishing gear that the Japanese boats had.
Okay, so like in your nets you would get
we were using hooks and bait.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things we brought up were weights that had been tied to rocks tied with a 4-strand line. And this was one from a Japanese fishing boat. And I often wonder if that Japanese fisherman was still fishing or if he had retired. But we were so inspired by these rocks and the skill it took to tie them tight that one of my crew member mates, he learned how to tie some together, and we managed to make several of our own.
Wow.
And it's just the same design.
Wow.
It's like a macrame. But if anybody knows the fishermen, any fishermen who fished in Alaska, I would be so grateful to hear from them.
So, okay, yeah, so if any of my students know about fishermen who were fishing in Alaska in
the 1970s.
In the 1970s, please let me know.
And for interest, here's an image of a sablefish.
Oh, there's a reflection. Okay.
Oh, sablefish.
Okay, that's the sablefish. That is in Japanese. I think that is, what was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. It was gindara. It's a kind of tara. Gindara, kind of cod.
Right. And here is what a halibut.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a halibut. That's huge. I think in the dictionary it said o hirame, so big hirame.
Right.
It's halibut.
Oh, and one more thing. We still bring up the fishing hooks that were lost by the Japanese boats. And we can tell because they used a different type of line. And we also we used to bring up these mats that were made out of bamboo or some type of grass that they would use and they would lose occasionally. But that's when I'm out at sea. I often think of many things, including who tied these rocks.
Yeah, you think of many things then.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.